Hey, my name is Ian Hart, and I'm a fitness expert and owner of EarthFit personal training facilities as well as Back Pain Relief for Life. And today what I'm going to go through with you is a healthy dessert, and after this video you will be able to make this healthy dessert for your family, and they probably won't even be able to tell that it's all natural, organic, and completely healthy for them. So, the first ingredient that is in there is the coconut. And shortly, I'm going to chop this thing open with a machete, so stand by. That's going to be interesting because I don't know how it's going to turn out. But before I do that, I want to just explain to you about the coconut. First off, it is high in fat and there's a lot of calories in it. And that could be the downside if you're someone that's trying to lose weight and is on a calorie-restricted diet. But remember, this is a dessert, so this would be a time to splurge. So, the coconut has a medium-chain fatty acid. And what that means is it's not like a long-chain fatty acid, which would be saturated fats. So actually this has been shown to contribute to decreasing the bad cholesterol and increasing the good cholesterol. It also has good minerals like potassium. And potassium is vital for muscle growth, but it's also vital for the regulation of liquid in your cells, or water in your cells, which is important for everything we do in life. You also want to get raw and natural coconut meat. I'm going to chop this open, but you should be able to find raw, organic coconut meat at your local health food store. Where I live here, you can find it at Urban Market. It also is high in lauric acid. Lauric acid is antimicrobial and antiviral. So there's a lot of good properties that come from this. And in fact, in some places, they've actually been known to use coconut water in the IV for rehydration and just helping people to rehydrate and get liquid back into their body. So, the first ingredient we have here is the coconut. Then we have a couple bananas, and you can use 1 or 2 bananas, it depends on what you like. I also have frozen strawberries. These are actually organic strawberries that I bought at Whole Foods, and I froze them for later. And then people always ask me what protein is best for them to use. I use a few proteins that I suggest to use. One of them being Plant Fusion. And Plant Fusion is great. It's not very expensive, but it's actually hypoallergenic. It has no dairy, no soy, no animal, and it's easily digestible. So it's absorbed in the body fast, and it's a great protein. So that's the ingredients. I'm also going to add some ice into it. So I got my trusty machete here. For me, this is the exciting part of the day, is actually opening up the coconut. And this is what I like to do with machete. You might not want to do that, so you can go get the coconut meat at the health store. Alright, so when opening this coconut, I personally like to cut on the outsides because I want to open the whole top, and then I'll get access to the meat. And so what I'm going to do is chop 4 sides on each side of the coconut. So there's one, and actually the water came out pretty quickly. Let's see if I can pour this out right away. Okay. So there we go. That's the coconut water. Okay. So now we got the coconut water. Don't want to waste that. Okay, now I should be able to pop this top off pretty easily. Oh, it's a dud. Well, anyways, we got a dud coconut, and this tends to happen all the time, every once in a while. It doesn't happen all the time, but every once in a while, I will get very little coconut meat, and I still can use that. But what we're looking for is a thick layer of coconut meat, and if you get one that's really good, it just peels off naturally. So it would either peel off naturally, or take a spoon and scrape some of it out. So I'll just scrape it out like that, but we want really thick coconut meat. And one thing to be advised about is that sometimes these are shipped overseas and they can go rancid pretty quick. So if the water is not clear, you want to make sure that it's, try tasting it. If it tastes a little salty or something, then the meat is probably old and you don't want to use it. For the most part, I find that these things show up on time and they're still good to use. Inside you can see there's barely any coconut meat. This is actually the first time I've had one this empty, and of course I'm filming it for you. But anyways, I'm going to move on. So now I would have all the coconut meat, throw that in there, throw the banana in, along with the strawberries, or you can actually use whatever fruit you think is best. You can use pineapple, peaches. Remember, this is dessert. You don't have to use the protein. I use the protein just to get some extra protein. There's not that much protein in this mixture, and it actually tastes decent while mixed in. So I'm going to throw in a scoop. One scoop, healthy scoop. And then if you need to with your blender, you can throw in a little bit extra water or something. And then turn it off. So that's it. I think you get the point. This is pretty much done. The only thing I might add different is ice. So I'm going to throw some ice in there, and then it's ready to be served. A coconut with 2 bananas and strawberries with a scoop of protein powder and some ice will serve about 4 people. So that's a perfect amount. I tend to drink this whole thing by myself, but that's because I'm trying to gain weight. So this was good for your whole family, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it below, and have a good day.